I think as a pastor, you always kind of have a sense of dissatisfaction with either your personal prayer life or maybe the corporate prayer life of your church. But particularly, I read one of Jim Cymbala's books, Fresh Wind, Fresh Fire, and it kind of revolutionized my way of thinking about how integral prayer should be in the daily life of the church. And I was like, you know, there's nothing special about what he's doing. It's not a denominational thing. It's not a personality-driven thing. It's not that he's a great preacher or whatever. He's just really focusing in on prayer being a part of his own personal life and the church life. And I began saying, you know, hey, anybody can have that in their church. Any pastor can begin to breathe that into his own life and ultimately into the life of his church. It's all, I guess, wrapped into how have we grown from the time we were in school learning about how to be a pastor to really getting out there and living life and the practical experience coupled with the theological training and how that all works out. For me, Christ-likeness has been a driving passion of my preaching, my counseling, my own personal life. And I think the more I've seen Christ as a man of prayer, the more I've been driven to become a man of prayer, a man who kind of depends on prayer. And you can't look at the life of Christ long without realizing at the Mount of Transfiguration or at the Garden of Gethsemane or anywhere in between, he's praying and praying often, corporately with the guys or getting alone somewhere and praying. And so the more I've grown, the more I've seen Jesus as more than just, you know, the Savior of the world and someone to emulate some of his lifestyle characteristics, but really seeing him as a man of prayer and realizing I need to be one too.